Hello everyone, today I want to show you a quick way you can use to trim your videos, to do simple trim edits on your videos without using editing software or re-encoding the video. So the tool we'll use to do this is FFMPEG. This is a command line tool. You can get that one, once you get that installed, you can confirm that it works by typing FFmpeg in your command line. It should show some output like this. Second thing you'll need is a video player that will show you the time codes in high precision. So for example, I'm using Media Player Classic, and you can normally it shows the time codes like this, but if you show it in right-click high precision, you can see that it shows the milliseconds as well as the seconds. So, alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate this with a practical example. So here I have some gameplay, and it starts with me actually on the desktop, and then it gets into the game. So obviously I don't want the viewer to see the desktop. Now I can go in editing software and fix that up, but this way is actually it's sort of a lot quicker in a few ways. So I'll bring up some notepad to take some notes. Now, first thing, you'll have to create your FFmpeg command. So what I'll do is I'll copy the name of the file, paste that there, and then we'll need to open up the video, and we'll need to see like the first moment that we actually want the viewer to see. So it's showing my desktop at the moment. Okay, so this black screen, we can work with that. So I'll take note of this. Now you need to you should put the timestamp in full, so it goes hours, then minutes, then seconds. So in this case it's 7 seconds, and then you put a dot. That's when you put your milliseconds. All right. And all right. So just to make this simple, we'll do a trim using, we'll just cut it up to here. All right, so there's hours, minutes, seconds, 2. Okay, cool. So now we can write out our FFmpeg command. So the command starts with FFmpeg -i, and this is where you put the name of the file. If you're doing this on Windows, make sure you put quotes, otherwise you tend to get errors. So put quotes around the name of your file. Okay, so this specifies that the input file is that video file where we've specified. Now SS, this is where you put the start time. So this is, okay, so we'll copy that. And okay, so we'll put 2 here, and this specifies the end time, and we'll do this CV copy. This means that we're going to copy the video stream without re-encoding it, which means it should be pretty fast. And we'll do the same thing with CA, so that means the audio we're going to copy. Next thing you want to do is specify the output name file. So let's just say test1.mkv. So this is our command. So we are taking that video file as input. We're specifying the start of the cut to be 7 seconds, and we're specifying the finish of that cut to be 3 minutes 55 seconds. We're specifying that we want to just copy the audio and video streams instead of re-encoding it, and we're specifying the output. Just to be sure, actually we'll put these in quotes as well. Alright, so you want to open up your CMD. So you'll want to be in the folder with your video file, otherwise you'll need to have an absolute path to your video file. Okay, so yeah, so CMD trick, if you copy and you just right click, it pastes. Cool. Okay. Oh, see, I made a little mistake there. I put the colons instead of the dot. The milliseconds should always come after the dot. All right, cool, no worries. We'll try that again. All right, so we'll just let FFmpeg do its work. Okay, cool. So we can see here that FFmpeg has given us a video file of 3 minutes and 48 seconds. And if we play it, yeah. So it literally starts when the game launches instead of showing my desktop. So that's basically a quick edit. Yeah, so basically if we specify, like in the actual video, of course, the gameplay ends. Yeah, so in the gameplay, in the video, in our target video, this is kind of where the video ends. So so you could specify a higher time, the actual time, and it would cut the video to that length. But just for the purpose of demonstration, I did this one a little slower. Okay, so yeah, that once you do that cut, you can upload that straight to YouTube. You don't need any video editing software or anything like that. Now, there's a couple of tricks, a couple of other ways you can use this command. So let's try. So you can specify different arguments. So we'll use the same one for the demonstration. So again, we'll start at 7 seconds, and let's. So here's a trick. You can 10 0 0 and. So what this command will do is this will start from 7 seconds, and it will basically capture just 10 minutes. So if you have any, yeah, we'll overwrite that. If you have a specific, if you know that you specifically want to take 10 minutes from this, 10 minutes from the start point, this is a good tool to use. All right, so we'll give this one a try. And yeah, we can see it is exactly 10 minutes. Okay, so that is, yeah, that's another way you can use that command. Okay, so here is another trick we can use. So if we apply this SSEOF argument before the input, you need to make sure it's before the input, and you need to supply a negative value. So what this command is doing is it's taking, it'll just take the last 10 minutes. So we've specified negative 10 minutes. If you specify negative 5 minutes, it'll take 5 minutes. So let's give this command a go and see the results. We'll overwrite that. Okay, all right. So we'll try that, and we should see that, yeah, so the start point is basically a, oh, hold on. Yeah, so the start point of that video is basically sometime during the middle, and if we go to the end of that video, we'll basically see that yeah, it covers the end of the video. Yeah, so another thing to note with this FFmpeg program is you don't need to specify copy in these. You don't need to specify copy in this argument. So if you have a specific codec in mind, you can actually specify that. So you can say lib2x4, and it'll make the trim, and it will re-encode the video in lib2x4. So if you try that, it'll re-encode it as well. So yeah, this is a pretty powerful tool. If you have a simple video that you need to edit, where the only issue is basically that you have a little bit of your desktop at the start and you have a little bit of your desktop at the end, you can use this instead of video editing software, and you can just prepare that command, and once you're familiar with it, it's going to be a lot faster than using editing software. So that's all for this video. If you want to check out some other tech videos, please subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more tech videos for you to try out. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.